Hi, my name is Jamil. Have you ever heard of Australia? Australia is a very beautiful country. Also, my favorite idols Felix and Bangtan are from Australia. Do you want to know more about Australia? Let me tell you about Australia. First, geography of Australia. Australia is located in Oceania, the smallest of the 7 continents. The capital of Australia is Canberra, and representative regions are Sydney and Melbourne. It also has an area of almost 8 million square kilometers. It also ranks 6th in the country with the largest area in the world. More than 60% of the country is desert climate, and the other 10% is semi-arid climate. Second, Australian culture. Australia is also famous as a country that loves football. Besides football, it also likes rugby, cricket, and soccer. The meals in Australia can be considered as if ordinary people enjoy home meals like British cuisine. Just like people eat a lot of meat in British cuisine, Australian cuisine also focuses on beef, pork, lamb, and chicken, and eat a lot of roast dinner and steak. It is said that barbecues often take place in the yard when guests are invited. Tea time is well developed like the England. Tea time is well developed and desserts are well developed because it is influenced by British culture. People eat a lot of shortbread biscuits and digest. Third, Australia's climate. It is located in the southern hemisphere, so the season is opposite to Korea, which is the northern hemisphere. In other words, September to November becomes spring, December to February becomes summer, March to May becomes autumn, and August becomes winter. That's why it is also widely used in the tourism industry. Lastly, the first Australian flag. There is no name for the Australian flag, but it is called the national flag. The Union Jack on the top left means that it is a member of Commonwealth of England. Also, the 6 stars painted in the background symbolize the 6 states that belongs to Australia. Thank you for listening to my introductions to Australia so far.
Hello, we are
Pakibu.
and I'm Jimmy. How much do you know about Japan? Let me introduce the interesting cultures of neighboring Japan. Please take a note by playing. Contents. First, word conclusion. Second, manualization. Third, otaku culture. Fourth, tradition clothes. Fifth, other cultures. First, word conclusion. The Japanese tend to be culturally orderly. They are reluctant to infringe on others or to be violated for no specific reason. Their culture pays such extreme infringement of others is called meiwa. Second, manualization. Japan has a large number of manuals, so people like to write them and people try to follow them. This culture is also due to natural disasters, including earthquakes. Just following the manuals will not be difficult, and you won't have to waste time thinking about what to do, and you can proceed smoothly. However, the problem is that most people in other countries tend to lack flexibility and frustration because they try to follow the set manuals too strict rather than thinking and making judgments for themselves. Third, otaku culture. It refers to a person who is strongly immersed in a specific object. Otaku's definition and light as a consultation. It can be seen that the definition of righteousness is different, and as a consultation, it is commonly used as a person who likes and consumes Japanese animation or Japanese animation style cartoons, games, and novels. But in a broad sense, it also applies to people who are immersed in certain hobbies as well as Japanese popular culture.
Traditional clothes. As for traditional costume, there is a traditional costume called kimono based on North costume. Just like Korean hanbok, usually men's kimono have many dark colors such as black, brown, and navy, and women's kimono have many relatively bright colors. other cultures, comic and animation are among the best in the world and overwhelmingly compared to the second largest US. Prohibit temporal computation of public transportation. When taking a bath at home, use the water in the bathtub used by another family member. Who took a bath in front of you without throwing it away. The expression "no" is taken negatively because it does not express the intention to refuse permit. Doers do not enter immediately after taking notes, but wait until the other party expresses their response. Do not push dirt in public baths. So far, I have looked in Japanese cultures. I could see many cultures that are close to Korea, but unparalleled. You should also have an attitude of understanding and respecting the cultures of these other countries. Thank you for listening to us for her.
What comes to mind first about England? Perhaps we will think of tea culture, breakfast, and skirts. Let's explore these English cultures further. First is food culture. England's weather has less sunshine and lower temperatures, making it difficult to grow crops. For these reasons, English food is sometimes considered bland. However, we can't agree with this assessment. The reason lies in breakfast. It is simple and quicker to eat compared to other European countries. However, the variety and quantity of breakfast options are plentiful. Europeans enjoy sandwiches and fish and chips for breakfast. Second is tea culture. The development of tea culture can be traced back to England's colonial history, particularly with India. They are known for adding milk to Earl Grey tea among other customs. In England, it's common to drink tea 6 times a day, often accompanied by sandwiches and cake. Third is housing culture. The majority of people live in detached houses, similar in form to those in Korea. However, they typically have independent parking garages, unlike in Korea, and place importance on privacy. Lastly, folk costume. One of the most famous folk costumes is the kilt, a type of skirt worn by men. It typically features a check pattern and is associated with Scottish custom. Additionally, each particular function historically includes not wearing underwear, so stockings and socks were worn underneath. Nowadays, the kilt is often worn more like a suit. In conclusion, we have explored various aspects of English cultures. It's important to respect each other's cultures and learn from them. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Philippines tradition. Hello, my name is Im Seo-jin. Have you heard of being so called halo? Table of contents. 1. Philippines background. 2. Philippines traditional food. 3. Philippines traditional games and entertainment. 4. Philippines traditional costume. First, the Philippines has a tropical climate. That's why tropical fruits grow around in the Philippines. And the Philippines has a lower prices than our country. Second, traditional food. Pandesal. Along with rice, the main food of the Filipinos is bread, which is usually eaten with coffee for breakfast, and baked twice in the morning and in the afternoon. You have to go on time to get something hot, and it costs 1 peso. And maybe you can easily serve your breakfast with just 3 fingers. Third, traditional Filipino games and entertainment. Luksong Baka. One of the traditional games in the Philippines is the Luksong Tinig, which is a very popular games for Filipino children, where you have to jump over a teacher and toss against to the other side. Fourth, traditional costume. Barong. Barong is a traditional Filipino outfit that began to be worn during the Spanish colonial era. This is the formal dress shirt worn by Filipinos for formal occasions and features cloth embroidery. Barong is made using woven fabrics which are obtained from pineapple, alpaca, or juicy. So the process is not easy. So the material itself is rare and process not easy. Process of making. It is very complicated and elaborate. Although the price dropped with fabrics made of silk, cotton, and polyester. Filipinos still highly value barong, which is made of peanut fabric, because it is thin and light, enough to feel transparent, but it is durable and feels good to wear. Thank you.
Hello, this is Sotekpa.
장민준.
Let me explain North Korea culture. First, I will explain North Korea Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un is currently the supreme leader of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. From the late 2000s, his name began to become known as his influence grew, including by being put forward as Kim Jong-il's successor. The second thing to explain is the house. In North Korea, a house is called a salinjit. Also, under was introduced before us, creating a residential culture. Unique to North Korea in the 1960s, North Korea had to repair a house that had been destroyed by war. At this time, North Korea used prefabricated construction. However, since it is a prefabricated construction, North Korea buildings are slightly bigger than the houses we will live in.
Third, we will tell you about elementary and middle school education in North Korea. The new school year begins and the compulsory education curriculum is kindergarten, 1 year of high school and 5 years of elementary school. The education in North Korea is 3 years in middle school and 3 years in high school. Also, the characteristic of elementary and middle school in North Korea is that one person enters the same school and with a homeroom teacher position lasts until graduation. In other words, a teacher is assigned to a school. If so, you will have to work after school until you retire. Now I will explain North Korea food culture. First, let's explain Pyongyang-naengmyeon. Pyongyang-naengmyeon is a representative food of Pyongyang province. It is famous for its long, thin noodle and refreshing soup, which is perfect to eat in hot summer. Second, Pyongyang fish porridge. Pyongyang fish porridge is enjoyed as summer has food. This food is porridge made by boiling rice in chicken broth. Since it is high protein food, it is good to eat in hot summer. It was an introduction to North Korean culture and food. Thank you for watching my PPT.
We are Julian and Saha. The theme we are going to introduce is all kinds of Korean culture. The first is Korean landmarks. The second is Korean history, and the third is Korean traditional clothing. The first is Korean traditional games. Then let me introduce from the beginning of the famous process.
The first Korean landmark, it is Gyeongbokgung Place. It was built in 1395 and was rebuilt in 1868 after being broke once during the Japanese invasion of Korea in 1592. Gyeongbokgung is a historical structure that represents the politics and culture of the Joseon dynasty. It is the second history of Korea. There was a time when the Japanese invasion of Korea took place, which was a war that took place between Joseon and Japan for about 7 years from 1592 to 1598. It is one of the heartbreaking histories that should not be forgotten about, with countless people being harmed by the Japanese invasion of Korea. The number of people affected by the Japanese invasion of Korea is really large, and it is said that it was a really hard and painful time when about 460,000 to 1 million people suffered damage.
Third, it is a traditional Korean costume. Hanbok is a traditional Korean costume and features beautiful design and colorful colors. Hanbok also have various appearance and designs and is divided into men's hanbok and women's hanbok so that they can be worn by men's and women's hanboks. The identity of the person can be determined by the color and shape of the hanbok, and one can also tell whether the person is married or not. Fourth is a traditional Korean games. Korean traditional games include flying a kite, tug of war, and yunori. Traditional games that women used to play a lot include 널뛰기, swing, and airnori. Among many traditional games, yunori is a game in which teams are divided and the game is decided by it. Korea has become accustomed to the fast paced culture, and Koreans have a habit of doing almost everything fast. Korea has more developed a delivery culture than other countries, so delivery is faster than other countries.
So delivery is faster than other countries. So far, we have introduced Korea. What about Korea? Does it look fun? If you're curious, I think you can visit Korea at least once. Now, that's the end of the tour of Korea. Thank you for listening so far. It has been Julian and
Saha!